Here's the cold hard truth. You can't start a successful fashion brand with zero money. And I don't care what those dropshipping gurus on YouTube and TikTok tell you. If you are serious about building a real fashion brand, especially one that is cut and sew, you're going to need some capital. But here's the good news. You don't need a trust fund or $100,000 to make it happen. In fact, today I'll show you how you can launch your fashion brand with much less and avoid spending $30,000 on mistakes that most people make. Stick around because I'll break down the actual cost to start a fashion brand in 2025, plus how you can save money and build something incredible even on a budget. But first, welcome to the Start Your Fashion Business channel. I'm your host, Stephanie, and I'm a seven-figure fashionpreneur with over 15 years of experience. I've built a brand worn by Rihanna, featured in stores like Harrods and Selfridges, and seen on Vogue and Elle magazine. I'm also an ethical garment manufacturer and brand consultant, and since 2013, I've helped over 1,500 aspiring brand owners to build and scale their own fashion businesses without making the same costly mistakes. I drop fashion business videos every week, so make sure to subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up to give this channel a boost so I can keep making free content for you. So with that being said, let's dive in. I get asked this question a lot, and I get it. Of course, you want to know how much it costs before you get in. But the thing is, there is no one size fits all answer here. It's like asking how much a house costs without specifying if you're going to build a shack or a mansion. Of course, you can do a lot with $100,000, but you can also do it with $10,000 or less. This depends on what your vision is for your brand and what I'm going to share in today's video. Here's why so many people fail before they even start. They think that launching a fashion brand means that you need to spend tens of thousands of dollars right away. Hiring freelancers to create their logo and branding, $5,000. Outsourcing content creation for Instagram, $3,000 per month. Building a professional website, $5,000 to $10,000. Ordering inventory without a clear marketing plan, $20,000 wasted. Add all of that up and you've spent $30,000 or more before you've even made your first sale. But here's the thing. Most of these costs are avoidable if you know what you are doing. When I started my fashion brand, I did most things myself, which is how I was able to keep things lean. Then with each sale, I reinvested it back into my business. If you can learn these different skills, you will be able to make money. I call them high income skills because once you master them, you can start any business and any brand and thrive in any economy. Think about it. If you know the fundamentals of branding, understand sales, and master content creation and social media marketing, you can turn these skills into cash. You won't have to rely on anyone else to build a successful brand because you will have the tools to attract customers, to create demand, and to drive revenue. And that's exactly what I teach inside the Brand Incubator program, how to develop these high income skills so that you can confidently launch, grow, and scale your fashion brand without wasting time or money on trial and error. Before I share more about this, I want to break down the costs because that's why you're here, right? Let's break it down. Here are the essential costs that you need to account for when starting your fashion brand. So number one is product development. You're going to have to do sampling, and this will cost $500 to $2,000 depending on the complexity of your designs. You'll need tech packs. If you hire someone, it's going to cost $250 upwards to $1,500 per design, but you can learn to create these yourself. Number two is production. So for your minimum order quantities, you can expect $3,000 to $10,000 depending on your factory and the amount of designs and the fabrics you use. Number three is branding. Your logo and visual identity. This can be $500 to $5,000 or free if you design it yourself. Number four is your website. You're going to need a Shopify subscription. This will be $29 to $79 per month. You're going to need a website design. This is free if you use templates, or $1,000 to $10,000 if you build a custom site. Number 5 is marketing. With paid ads, it will start at $500 to $5,000 per month, or free if you learn how to do it yourself, like my students. Organic social media. This is free if you know how to create your own high quality content. So realistically, you're looking at anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 to launch your fashion brand, depending on how much you outsource. But here's the kicker. If you have the right skills, you can cut that number in half. You don't need a huge bank account to start your fashion brand. You need skills. The more that you can do yourself in the beginning, the more money that you will save. So here's what you can DIY with the right knowledge. Number 1 is your branding. Learn how to create your logo, choose your colors, and create a cohesive visual identity. But your brand is not just your logo. You have to have a strategy behind it that connects you with your customers. This is why agencies charge so much for a brand strategy. But if you learn how to do this inside the Brand Incubator program, this will be free. So here's my student brand, Embody My Energy. This was her brand before she joined the program. And then, wait for it, this was after she implemented the brand strategy lessons that I teach inside. And this saved her $5,000. Number 2 is content creation. This is a skill that every brand owner needs to have, because without it and without any content, you will not have a brand presence online and therefore no sales. You need to understand how to create high quality content for different platforms and different purposes. Otherwise, you're going to have to always hire photographers and content creators, and that gets expensive real fast. Number 3 is social media management. This is another skill that you need in 2025 to grow your brand organically. If you don't know how to do this properly, you can be leaving money on the table, and worse, launch to crickets. Hiring someone to do this properly will set you back each month, because the thing is, with social media, it's not a one-time thing and it's not going anywhere either. So it's better for you to learn this skill fast. Number 4 is website building. Your collection needs a sales channel, and it's not just putting up an online store in Shopify and calling it a day. You have to understand how to create an entire user journey that will turn your visitors into a buyer. It's not as simple as installing a Shopify template. Sure, you'll get a website up, but will it give you consistent sales? So these are the exact skills that I teach you inside the Brand Incubator program. My students save tens of thousands of dollars because they don't have to hire expensive freelancers or expensive agencies. Even if they do decide to outsource some things, they will have the knowledge of what needs to be done and how to do it properly so that they don't get screwed over. Unfortunately, there are people out there that tell you that they can manage your social media or build your website, but it's just a waste of money if they do a half-assed job. And if you spend $500 on a cheap website, but it does not do anything, then that is $500 down the drain just because you wanted to cut corners. The best entrepreneurs don't cut corners for the wrong reasons. Here's the thing most people don't understand. It's not about how much money you spend. It's about the return on investment. If you spend $15,000 and launch a brand that makes you $150,000 in its first year, that's a 10x ROI. But if you spend $30,000 outsourcing everything without knowing how to manage it, you could lose it all. Let's say even if you invest $30,000 and it makes $150,000, that's only a 5x ROI. Wouldn't you rather have the 10x ROI because you invested in your skills? Again, that's why I created the Brand Incubator program. It's not just a course, it's an investment in your future. Now, you might be thinking, I don't need an online course. I also need the support and the accountability so I can actually get it done and actually launch or grow my fashion brand. Don't worry, you will get this too inside the Brand Incubator program because you will get mentorship guidance and support every step of the way. You will be able to avoid the costly mistakes and to simply just focus on building your fashion brand in the most effective and the most profitable way. If you want to know more about this, all I have to say is it is not a big investment. If you don't believe me, shoot me a DM on Instagram with the keyword invest if you want more information about the program. Starting a fashion brand in 2025 isn't just possible, it's achievable with the right strategy and the right mindset. You don't need to hire a massive team. You don't need a $50,000 budget. You just need the willingness to learn and the right guidance. So if you're ready to invest in yourself and your dream, my Brand Incubator program is for you. It's the fastest, most affordable way to build the skills that you need to launch a profitable brand and save up to $30,000 in the process. Don't let fear or lack of knowledge hold you back. Your dream fashion brand is waiting. So text me invest on Instagram for next steps. And I'll see you in the next one.